So my name's Reece Kelly. I've come from Manchester, England. I'm the new director at the Manchester School of Soccer over in New Braunfels, Texas.
Just give us a brief timeline of your soccer or football past. Where did you start? How did you get into the sport? And how did you get to where you are now as a high-level coach?
So I started playing soccer when I was around about 6 years old at a local junior team over in Manchester. And then in my first ever game I got picked up by a professional club, so I did all right. Started playing at Manchester City, funnily enough, to start with. Not my favourite team in the world, but yeah, I started there. I was there for about 5 years. Then I went on to Manchester United, and from there I played up until about 17. Then I went on to a club called Rochdale, which is in the leagues in England. Actually, I had a bad injury playing soccer or football. And then after the injury, I'd seen that I've always coached voluntary. And after my injury when I was 19, I set up my business, which is Coach Right UK over in Manchester. And after a year, it had really grown. We ended up running out of the biggest indoor soccer complex in the whole of Europe, over at Power League. And we run clinics in there, we run academy sessions. So the way the company works is basically Manchester United, Manchester City, a lot of the Premier League teams send us children to develop when they're not quite ready, and then we basically send them back when they're good to go. Because the model that we set out was to help the children at junior level reach professional level. And I think we've had so many children picked up by clubs like Manchester United, Manchester City, Liverpool, Everton over the past 8 years that we can sort of help the children in America reach their goals, whether it's professional soccer, just playing for a junior team, playing high school, or even getting a college scholarship. So I think that will work really well here. My coaching philosophy is basically, I'm a very technical coach. So I like to promote keeping the ball. I like to promote playing out from the back, setting up systems for teams to go forwards and attack in the right manner, and not just the old way of just getting the ball and levering it up the pitch. I'm all about playing out from the back, trying to get everyone on the ball, everyone getting lots of touch of the ball and playing the right manner. So obviously teams like Barcelona, I'd like to say Manchester United, but we're struggling a little bit at the minute, but we'll get there. Get the ball on the floor, and also when we haven't got the ball, can we press up high, win the ball back in the final third and try and finish straight away. So we're trying to promote that really fast tempo football, and that's what I look for when I'm looking at players as well, to promote to them. We always know that Americans are athletically really good, but the technical side as well is really good in Texas. It's a really high standard, but what we think we can do is add the European mentality to the American kids and progress them not just technically but tactically as well, and mentally. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, we've also got a website, and obviously our numbers are all on there, so you can find us on any of them.